Hey, what is going on, everyone? My name is Tidus, and today we are playing spin tires, and we have a Chevy K20, and that's a 80, I believe, a 1980 on the left, and then this brown one is a 79 Ford, and then I think it's a Ford Truggy. So I'm going to go ahead and start the Ford Truggy, and I'll get out of the advanced mode. Now we can only put on a spare tire for the Ford Truggy because it is kind of like a it's kind of like a rock climbing truck. So I guess we'll go ahead and install that, and then I'll go ahead and switch over to the K20. And then it looks like we have a lot of mods we can put on this thing. So we can put on a toolbox, but I think we need to put on a bed to do that. But I don't know if I really want a bed. I kind of want to put on a flatbed. What else can we put on? So we can either put on a flatbed or your stock bed. Let's see what the stock bed looks like. It doesn't look too bad. Now what does the flatbed look like? Actually, gotta uninstall the stock bed and go back to the flatbed. You know, I actually kind of like the flatbed. Now I don't think we can put on. Yeah, we can't put on the winch, but that's okay. I'll just put on the tow ball, and then I think that's really all we can put on since we went with the flatbed. Well, we could put on the carriage, but I don't really want to do that. And we can also have a beer cooler. Now we can also change the wheels as well. So these are the stock wheels. Hang on, I can't really get a good view of them. Right here, there we go. These are the stock wheels. And then these are ones that are chained. And then you have your raid, which takes away the dually, which I don't really know if I like. And then you have your scroll down more. Now I hope they have more dualies. I'm kind of a fan on the dually. 34s, and then you got like your bigger tires, 42s, 44s, your HDs, and then your Wrangler. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with the HDs. That way it's kind of more fair that these are both non-dualies. So I'll go ahead and start this truck, and then we'll go ahead and take off the parking brake and apply the diff locks. Now I know I've been playing this map a lot, but last episode, I went right here, and then I took this trail and crossed the river. I really did like this trail, and we're already sliding here. This went bad south. Oh, this just went south. This is bad. We are just rolling. We're still rolling. Yep, okay. I think this truck might be damaged all the way. Okay, is there something we can do? It says repair with add-ons or rescue to garage. Well, looks like it's time for the Ford Truggy to get started. We're going to have to pull that K20 all the way up here. And if we can't do that, I guess we're just going to have to restart. So go ahead and hopefully make our way over there in this Ford buggy. I didn't realize that the K20 was going to slide that much. Now at least this Ford Truggy, I don't know if it's just like a F-150 or if it's actually called a Ford Truggy. I never really heard such thing, but since this thing has like kind of the mountain climb look on it, hopefully we can pull this. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull this Chevy up this hill or not. Okay, go ahead and back it up till about right there. Should be able to hook up to the hitch, which is something you probably should never do, but we'll just go ahead and give it a shot. I don't think we're gonna actually. Oh, we're not even on the hitch. We're on a tree. That probably makes sense. Okay, are we hooked on the truck now? Okay, now we're hooked on the hitch, which again, something you don't want to do. I don't think we're gonna be able to pull this Chevy. This Ford doesn't have that much weight to it since it doesn't have like a flatbed. Just has the chassis, not the body. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have to restart this. Well, I guess this is sort of a take two. Let me go ahead and click OK on this. But like I was saying, I guess this is sort of take two. I did bring a case IH this time. That way, in case we do flip it, which I hope we don't. That way, in case we do flip it, we can pull ourselves out. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to or get out of the advanced mode. That way we can put on some modifications. Now, since I put on the flatbed, I'm gonna put on the stock bed this time, and then the winch, and then a toolbox as well. Then we'll go ahead and put on the mud wranglers again. And then we'll change over to the Ford Truggy and put on our spare tire. Now I'm going to let the Ford Truggy go this time. Go ahead and take off, or put on our diff locks and all-wheel drive, and then take off our parking brake. And anyways, like I was saying before I rolled down the hill, I know I've been playing on this map a lot, but since last episode, I really did like that trail I took after we passed the little river bank, and then we go up that hill into that one village. I kind of like how this Ford Truggy looks, and it's going pretty well over these rocks, which I mean it kind of should, because like I said, it has like that rock climbing look to it. It's a very nice looking mod as well. Now I might not actually go left in this, or go around this mud, because we have an attention span to get stuck there, so we'll just kind of go around it. But so far this Ford Truggy's putting in some work. The only problem is well, actually it's not even having a problem, it's just downshifting. Look at all that mud just spitting up. It almost kind of makes it seem like it's a rear-wheel drive truck. Go ahead and just try to jump over that log. Well, we didn't really jump over it. We just kind of nicked it. I wonder if that light bar works. Okay, yep. Some mods, the light bar doesn't work. And I'm really hoping that we can go over this riverbank without having a problem. Last episode we did. I'm really not too sure what I get stuck on sometimes on this bank. Okay, yeah, this thing just, it mastered that right there. We'll go ahead and pull over off to the side. Right there should be fine, and then we'll get into our K20. Now I actually kind of like the stock bed with the toolbox. I think it looks a little bit better with the, or instead of the flatbed on it. Now I do like the old style mirrors and the lift on this truck. It just seems perfect. Kind of seems like a farm truck on steroids. Now we need to be careful right there, that way we don't slide down again. I don't know, there's just something about this truck that just looks so good. I think this is by far one of the best looking mods out there. Look at that, the bed just wiggle in the back. It's like it's hardly on there. Now I would have to say the only downside of this mod is the sound to it. I'm not really a big fan on that. It really has like a high pitch sound to it. Now I think both of these are gassers as well. K20 is just slowly taking its time down here. I guess that Ford Truggy kind of did the same thing. It looks like whoever installed the bed on the truck did not do a very good job. That thing's just flip-flopping. At least we have a toolbox that had a little more weight to it. I'm trying to read what that yellow sticker says. It says something about following me. And then something about total listing, but I can't read what's in the middle. Oh, it says follow me, I'm gonna total this thing. Well, we already did that. Alright, that's kind of a funny sticker. Especially when we just totaled it. We should be able just to get up here just fine. Okay, yep. Now I wonder when we go fast over those rocks, I wonder what that damage is causing. I wonder if it's like suspension damage or like tires, or I don't even know. Because sometimes when you drive pretty fast over the rocks, it'll say like +1 damage. I don't really think we need a fuel up here. I guess we have 6 damage points. I don't think fuel repairs damage, does it? I don't know, we can find out real quick. Nope, doesn't do anything about damage. Looks like we can add some liters. I guess we'll add, actually, I think that makes our truck more heavier. We'll get rid of 25 liters, and then we'll go to our Ford Truggy and we'll pull that thing up by the gas as well. Now this Ford Truggy kinda reminds me how like a Jeep should perform, or like a buggy. I guess that's probably why it's called a Truggy. It's kind of a weird name for a truck. I'll have to Google this name afterwards and see if it's actually a real thing. Now the suspension seems really good on this thing. See, like right there we just took 16 damage. Now I wonder what that rock even did. Like I said, it could be suspension, maybe. Oh shit, I didn't really pay attention. We just kind of smoked that tail light, but thank God it didn't do too much damage. I mean, we're just grinding all over this truck. Okay, let's go ahead and take off our parking brake, then we'll excel forward. So far none of these trucks have been stuck, which might be a record. Well, I guess I don't know if I'd really consider the K20 being stuck. It was just kind of damaged. Well, I just had power cut, so it looks like we're gonna have to restart for the third time. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find the K20. Should be somewhere down here. Right here is the Ford Truggy, and then the K20. I think it's all the way down at the bottom. Yep, right there. Then we'll go ahead and select the Case IH, which is all the way at the bottom, and then we'll go ahead and give this another try for like the third time. So go ahead and apply the toolbox again, or actually can't do that. The stock bed, the toolbox, then the Wranglers, and then we switch to the Truggy, and then put on the spare tire. I may have tried to take the fast route to get back to the pond, and well, once again, actually I want to get out the cab view. Once again, we just flipped it going downhill. Luckily, we have the good old Case. Go ahead and start up this beast. We'll go ahead and take off. Now hopefully we can unflip that K20. Need to be a little more careful with that thing. The thing just seems very tipsy. Alright, it's right down here. Oh, and also I should probably show you guys, if we switch over to the Ford Truggy, may have taken a little bit of front end damage, you know, not bad, but we took the same route as we tried to do with the K20, but instead we just smoked a tree at the bottom. Okay, we should probably not try to flip this Case. If we go down there, we're just gonna bottom it out. Okay, we're all good. Just a little bit of roughness going on. Try to pull it out by the rocker again. Just backing up. This thing has a lot of power to it. It's also really loud. Actually, we should probably put on our parking brake before we start rolling. I'll back up just a little bit more. Then we'll hook on to our PTO to the rocker. And we should probably stop it and then back up if we can. Because, yep, I knew that was going to flip. Okay, now I'm going to try to switch over to the K20. And then we should be all good. And then we'll make our way back over to the lake with the, or where the Ford Truggy is at. Well, as soon as I stopped recording, I decided I should probably take another fast route. And I tried going up the bank. So it looks like we're back in the Case. And we're gonna have to flip this bitch out again. After, I think that's like the 4th time it has flipped over. I think we should have just took the long way. Okay, I think I'm up here a little bit. Yep. Look at that thing just puffing smoke. Looks like it's still running. The damage that the K20 took for rolling down the hill was hardly anything compared to that Truggy. Okay, let's back up this Case. Looks like we're gonna have to hook up to the rocker again. There was no rocker on this K20. Oh, I guess all trucks have rockers. Okay, hook up to the rocker again. Take it out of advanced mode. We'll apply, or take off our parking brake. Okay, we have unflipped it for the 4th time. Hopping back in the K20. Okay, so actually if I can get past this water, I'm really hoping I can. Okay, so at least we got past that water part. But like I was saying, actually maybe we took more damage than I thought. Looks like the back of the bed got a little bit scuffed, and then so did the front end. Now, if you don't know what rockers are in a truck, it's always this bottom part underneath of your door. It's what kind of tends to rust the most on the truck, even the cab corners, which are right here on the truck. But we're gonna go ahead and pull this K20 up the hill, hopefully not flipping it again. Well, as soon as I get to this little lake up here, I just smoked this tree, trying not to take the mud. And now, okay, we're backfiring here. Actually, that's pretty badass, I'll have to say. And our truck is smoking. I think that is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen, actually. I don't think I've ever seen a truck do that. I really enjoy that. Okay, I'm gonna pull up besides this Ford Truggy. As you know what, we're gonna lead with this. This GMC has been a damn tank this whole time. Might as well just keep going. Now this backfire, I think I would call that a backfire. It's definitely not a back cackle, but that backfire is probably not good at this truck. Or it's not probably too good for it. And the engine is just pure smoking right now, kind of like a diesel truck. But you know, this K20 is, like I said, it's a goddamn beast. Hopefully we can pull ahead up here. And then we'll go ahead and just park it right here. And we'll bring up the Ford Truggy as well. Well, I have some pretty bad news, I guess. Well, you guys have probably already seen this by now, and hopefully you guys made it to the end of the video. If you guys did, you guys are awesome. But I just watched some of my gameplay and I realized how quiet these trucks sounded. I should probably actually turn up the sound level just a tad bit. That should be good. Hopefully next episode the volume would be a little louder. But I'm not gonna go ahead and rate these trucks like you usually do at the end, because I will be doing a part 2. And the reason why I'm doing a part 2 is because I did enjoy these trucks a lot. I would have to actually say they did drive pretty well. The only problem I'd have to say, they were very flippy. But you know, it's really not too big of a problem. I think that's more on my side. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there though, guys. Like I said, if you guys have sticked around to watch the end of the video, you guys are awesome, and I will see you guys next episode.